What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here today for another deck profile, and it is for Costa.
It is I.
Mr. Big Special K.
Yes, Big Special K. We're playing Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade at locals right now, and we don't have much time, so let's just get straight into it.
Yeah, let's get into the profile. We're doing this between rounds.
Yes, so... Free Warbler. Just quite literally the best bird that you can have in your hand.
Just the free summon?
This is the free summon, and it is the special from grave or hand. Very, very nice. You always want to see it. The second best one, this is for when you control a winged beast, free special and special another from your hand. They all sort of do the same thing, special from your hand.
Is the second special mandatory, or does it just do it?
It's just party effect.
You're throwing cards. I've been attacked ninja stars.
Yeah, it's not mandatory, no. Yeah, and yep, this one's a good one. This one, okay, so the green one is the only one that doesn't have an effect when it's a material. This one's effect when it's a material is you attach another bird from your grave. It doesn't always come up, but every now and then when you want to make a big Zeus, it comes up. You play 2 of the brown. A lot of people play 1, but if you see it in your hand, it's really garbage because you can't get it to grave very easily. So you definitely want to play 2. And it's really just, it's not even that bad if you see it in your hand, like, and if you have another one, because you can usually get rid of it with this one or this one. It's usually fine. So that's my bird lineup. And then for the Tri-Brigades, I played 3 Fractal, by far like the best like Tri-Brigade easily. Close second is Noble in this specific deck because it's a level 1 wind beast, so obviously very, very important. And then I played 2 Kid and 2 Keras. I don't know if you would ever want to play 3 of these, like even in other decks, they're just sort of weird. You only play Kid to like get more stuff in grave or the spell, and you only play Keras to get rid of grips that you have in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're just more names. Like it's never really bad.
They all also do the banish summon.
They do, yeah. All the Tri-Brigades do the same. Banish from your grave, special summon something. So it's really funny when pretty much a normal summon is banished because of the link 4. Like you have 4 things in grave, which is really nice. And it just puts people on their toes. Like, oh, if we're deep in the game and I've got a bunch of stuff in grave, like, oh, is he gonna top deck a Tri-Brigade, normal summon it, and I'll lose? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So the 2 quote-unquote bricks in the deck. You play big bird, small bird. Very straightforward. This is what you go for turn 1 most of the time. This is what you go for turn 2 when they finish their turn.
This says no.
This says
no sometimes.
Yes, correct. Yeah, a lot of the times what you can do with this one is just obviously bounce itself to hand, but if you have the Simorg still in the field, every end phase it keeps coming back, even though you might not have this. Like it's still really nice. So that's it for the main monsters, and we'll just get into hand traps now. So we play the DD Crow, which is obviously searchable in this deck specifically, and just good in general. Like you can do a lot of stuff with that, especially like with stuff like Invoke and Shadows and stuff like that. It's just really nice.
Would you consider playing this at 1, given that it's searchable?
I thought about it, but then I was like, there's not much I'm missing to fill the other 2 spots in.
Okay.
You can play like random one-offs, I guess. I'm already on 40 cards, so yeah, I would play 1, but I like it in our local specifically. If your locals isn't like very graveyard heavy, definitely get rid of the 2 and play 1. But yeah, and then I mean, Gamma's just Gamma. There's not that much to say. Very good card. Like it outright stops some decks that are relying on like a normal summon effect sort of thing, and then just Ash. Like Ash just hits everything. Classic.
Versatile Ash.
Versatile Ash. So. Still got a little bit of time. So we'll go to the spells. So we got 3 tanky, mixed rarity. Don't talk to me about it. I'll fix it up later.
You couldn't tell until you pointed it out.
Okay, what's mixed rarity?
This is the one that the light hits, so you can tell this was secret. This is what's shiny.
Okay. There is only one target for this, which is Fractal.
But it's a very good target.
It is a very, very good target. It gets all your stuff rolling, and even if you don't have like anything else, Fractal by itself, it's good. And then you play a bunch of one-off spells because we can. Duster because Duster, hold back because you really, really want your stuff to get through.
No Lancia.
No Lancia. 1 for 1 because we play a lot of level 1s and a lot of them. So your main target for this, you don't really want to ever go for anything but where is it? It's down here somewhere. Anything but the brown bird, because that when special summoned by anything, you get a search.
Okay.
So you don't really want to do anything else but that. But every now and then you might get something else too. You play 1 foolish because we just chuck stuff in grave. You play the 1/1 debut to protect your bird.
Chuck stuff in grave. This triggers your noble.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it does trigger your noble. If you do open Fractal and this, you trigger the noble with the Fractal and then do anything else with this. Like, if they get rid of stuff that you've sent in your grave, and this is just like an extra thing.
Yeah.
I do often side this because it's just not really needed. It's just sort of there.
This is your protection for the wind barrier?
Correct, yes. It gives attack, which never comes up, but if it's engraved, you can banish to protect the wind barrier, or anything else that's turn-linked, but it's mostly the wind barrier. And then I do play, just recently I added one instant fusion because I really hate Lancia, and you'll see in the extra deck we're playing the target for it.
There's going to be a Millennium Master.
Yeah, there is indeed, yes. It really helps like a lot. If you see it going first, chuck it on the field and let it sit there, and you feel much better about yourself, to be honest. And then I play one Imperial Order, because I can, and I have room, and we're playing 40 cards.
That's really, none of these spells are like super massively important on field, so that Imperial Order is like just free.
Yeah, it's just very free, yeah. You can deal without any of them. They're just all extra stuff. That's the main deck.
Takes 2 extra.
The extra deck. Let's go. So, for Link 1s, we only play 1. I play the 1 Link Karibo. It's part of the combo. We literally play like 15 level 1s. Well, not 15, but like a lot of level 1s. I thought of playing 2, but just never came up for me. And then you play the Bounce Man. So, a lot of the time when you're like halfway through your game and you're versing a deck that you find things to be hard to out, bouncing stuff is really useful, and this is the guy that can do it for you.
Does it target?
It does target, and you discard for cost, but it's still just such a good effect. It is a good effect, obviously. And then for the other Link 2s, I play 2 Blossom. This is my wifey for the deck. This is my lady. She does so much for us. Get stuff on your hand. Is an easy Link 2 to get to. Nice arrows. And she mulligans 1 when she leaves the field 2, which comes up in the combo and literally everywhere else. You play 1 Conductor. This literally does nothing but stay on the field, and once you get rid of this and the kit together, you get the kit effect, so it's just here for the kit effect. If you ever want to cut something for the extra deck, I would cut this or the Millennium Wires, which you'll see later. Everything else is like you really need it. Thinking about stuff you really need, people say you don't need this, but Rugal comes up like literally all the time, because if a game doesn't end in the first 3 rounds and you run out of Link 3s, this guy just keeps getting stuff out from your hand and your grave, and it's just really good. If they use resources to get rid of everything else, this guy's like really nice. And then literally the face of the deck, Big Bird, gets stuff out of the deck.
Free.
It's very free in this deck specifically. A lot of people don't know, but you literally just need a winged beast, not a wind, to make this. To hard make it. So if you open like a winged beast, which you will, and your banish effect gets impermed or something, and you still have material in the field, you can just make it normally. Which is just really funny because people are expecting you to make it with your effect. Anyway, and you play 1 Upper for the combo, and then 2 Omens.
This one has no name.
This one has no name. Yes, this is the one I summoned because it's a flex. Yeah, I absolutely love this card. If I could play 3, I would, but I'm too scared to cut anything else at this moment. But yeah, if I end up not liking instant fusion and taking out the Millennium Wars, this is what I'm gonna put in.
Okay.
Amazing card. It literally banishes stuff from non-target, returns stuff when it comes, like when it leaves the grave. You just get add 1. Like it's just a big body, good arrows. Like it's just really nice. That's all our links. For the XCs, we play 2 Search Birds, so these are the ones you go through the combo with to search you 1. They also get attack. You can make Zeus with them too, but it's just really not that important. This is what you make Zeus with.
The other one's free to make Zeus with.
Yeah, this is completely free. Attack direct. If you're really scared, you can also detach to make it untargetable and unaffected. And usually you'll have the blue and the brown under it, which also makes it untargetable too.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just free. And then the Zeus.
1 Zeus play.
Going second, this is what you do every single time. So that's it for the XCs. And then, like I said, you do play the 1 Millennium Wires, and you really, if you see this, you're just good to go. You're just saving it for the Lancia. Don't care about Ash. If you get Ash, it's still fine. You go for combo anyway. Lancia. This is for the Lancia. And that's it.
But thank you very much for the profile, Costa.
No problems.
Do you want to say anything before we go?
No, like I said, the deck is just really fun. It's really flexible too. Like I said, there's many spaces where if you feel like you need to add something in your specific locals, maybe someone's playing a very trap heavy deck, there's literally enough room to play 3 Cosmics. Take 3 of the spells out, the Foolish, the Imperial Order, and just play the Cosmics or something like that.
Are you also keen for the support community?
I am very keen for the support come out. I am thinking of just playing pure. I'll give it a go because the new Link 2 locks you into Tri-Brigade specifically.
Okay.
I am very keen. I'm not sure when it comes out, but when it does, I'm buying it.
I think it's during the next set. That's in June.
June. I'll wait for it. I'm keen.
We will see you then.
See you then.